So it is one thing for me to be doing chats with you guys or videos or whatever, and it's quite something else when I'm feeling under the weather and can't make it to things that we plan. You know, there's something to be said about that age-old saying, not everything is going to go according to plan. Um, in this case, as you can see with the title down here, Charmed Chat, we were doing Charmed Chats and they were a lot of fun, and we were all sort of watching a couple of episodes every week and then talking about them. But unfortunately, I was so under the weather and I had pretty much lost my voice at this stage. It was really terrible and it actually really hurt for me to talk. It hurt my throat for me to talk. But Skylar Sanchez stepped up to the task and hosted the live chat for me, and I'm just so appreciative of that. We heard Skylar before, now we get the chance to see her. So let's have a bit of a listen to Skylar hosting the Charmed Chat.
There we go. Alright, I'm trying to go onto Francois's page. Hi everyone, I will be hosting the Charm Chat for Season 2, Episodes 1 through 6. Francois is a little still sick and his throat's groggy and all that, so I hope you guys don't mind me hosting it. So let's see quickly who's in the room. We have Sarah. Hi Sarah. We have Alias. Hi Alias. Who else do we have? I think that's it for now, right? Okay. So let's get started. I have some notes here about the episodes. Alright, so Season 2, Episode 1, the first episode is called Witch Trial. In the opening scene, Piper is currently making out with a guy on her couch when Phoebe walks in, and then after that, she freezes the man, and then slowly Prue starts to enter in through the door, and then Piper's like, are you serious? Like, everyone's coming in. First Phoebe, now Prue, and then she's like, what are you guys doing? Like, this is my time. And so then Phoebe's like, well, I guess I'm sorry, we're interrupting. So then Piper's like, whatever. She's like, Prue, exit. And then Phoebe, we're gonna do this all over again. So she unfreezes the guy. And
This was really, really awesome. So like Skylar's saying, and like I said before, I really was under the weather and my throat was really scratchy and it was just so hard for me to talk. But rather than cancel the chat, Skylar stepped up to the plate and did this chat, and she did such a great job. So thank you so much, Skylar, for doing this. I will always appreciate the fact that you did. Dario, I should say Lady Jazz, stepped up to the plate for me as well and did a chat also on her channel. So thank you so much to the both of you for stepping up and doing these chats for me. It was very, very, very much appreciated. If you want to watch more of this, then go to the Charmed Chat Season 2 Eps 1 to 6 link, or you can find it on my YouTube page, and you can watch the rest of this. As you can already tell from the first minute and 34 seconds, Skylar really goes into detail about the episodes, and it was a really fun chat to watch and to be a part of. So thank you once again, Skylar. Very much appreciated, and it definitely had to make the list. So now to this. About 3 months ago, Sarah and I started our first what would become F&S or S&F, whatever, chat. It was called the Completely Impromptu Ramble About Anything chat with Sarah and Francois at the time, but of course we were able to shorten that down, just call it Impromptu Live Chat or F&S chat or whatever, but it started a wave of chats with myself and Sarah, and you guys really seemed to love it. This was the very first one, so let's play a little bit of this.
We are live.
Hi everyone! Francois and Sarah here.
Francois T and Sarah T, actually.
Yes, Francois T and Sarah T. Good one. As you can see, we're here for a clearly impromptu ramble about anything. So,
anything. We decided it's going to happen. We don't know what we're going to chat about. So
that's it.
Take a bit of time to get into this because we have not pre-thought this at all.
No, not at all.
Because that's how we roll today.
And that is how we roll, actually, with all of our chats at FNS. If you haven't had an experience of an FNS chat, they are like nothing you have ever seen before. So definitely do come along to them. Literally, the setup is that Sarah and I do chats, and you guys can comment in the side chat, and you actually lead the chat with us. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, we discuss what you guys want to talk about. So it's all part of the whole comment below and let me know. It's all about what you guys want to do, and it's always a lot of fun, and we never know what's going to happen, and a lot of things do happen. Let's just jump to about halfway through and see what we're talking about at this particular stage.
Sisters had found out, like twins, had found out about each other and basically swapped lives. Well, not swapped lives. It's hard to say it without like giving too much away. But yeah, basically one of them took the place of the other one. But then she keeps getting these messages and stuff, basically saying they know who she is, and all these messages and stuff. And
I think that's talking about the Lion King. I could be wrong though.
Yeah.
Good old Australia.
It's still called Australia home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and yeah, if there's anything else that you guys would like, I'll say us, but at the same time me, to check out from whatever, Netflix or whatever, please let me know. Honestly, if I get into it and you guys love it, I might cover it on my channel. So I'm always up for recommendations.
He definitely loves his TV show recommendations, so recommend away.
I do. I must say, I'm getting inundated. It's Australian. I love it. I'm getting inundated with recommendations for this gypsy show. Everyone is saying gypsy, 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 gypsy.
Which is really funny because I never actually ended up watching it, but it's a great memory. The first chat ever with F and S, if you'd like to listen to it, goes for about an hour and 9 minutes, then feel free to do so. But a big thank you to Sarah, because this became something really big. As I say, turned into FNS impromptu live chats, and they are just so much fun. So there's the very first one. Okay, so we are getting there, guys. So we are now up to the 20th of September. Sorry about that. The 20th of September 2017. So we are getting there. As most of you guys know, I am a practicing Wiccan. So one of the things that I wanted to do on this channel was to provide some information about Wicca. There have been a lot of people that have told me they're interested in learning a little more about it, and so I thought I would start by telling you guys about the Sabbat. So this first Sabbath that came up after we started talking about Wicca was Ostara. So this is the Easter Sabbath that is celebrated in Australia in September. It's celebrated differently in other places around the world, but in Australia it's celebrated in September. So as you can see, Easter eggs, the beautiful flowers, this little head garment that I really regret making, but anyway, let's have a very quick listen to this.
Blessed be and welcome. Hello everyone, Francois T here, and today, as you may think, I look like I'm wearing a ridiculous getup, but trust me, it will all be explained. Blessed be is a very big clue. Today is a Sabbath day, and whilst I respect the rights to everyone that has their own separate religion, not everyone knows the religion that I celebrate. Personally, I feel that I am most associated with the faith of Wicca, and today in Australia just so happens to be a Sabbath. It is Ostara today.
Now what's really funny, see this pink thing here? I actually still have that. It's to my right, and I can see it. It's pretty much dead, but I still have it in the office, which is so cool. Next time I do a video, if you guys request it, I'll show it to you. But there's a few things I'm seeing, like I still have the box of this with the Happy Ostara. That's also to my right as well. These are out in the kitchen. The bunny is in my room. So yeah, pretty cool. So Ostara is, put one way, it is basically the Wiccan Easter. Now, there has been some confusion over time when it comes to Wiccan Sabbats in Australia versus Wiccan Sabbats in America. And the reason for that is because the Sabbats are celebrated in conjunction with the weather. So, Okay, so I keep saying this. I even said the exact same thing for our last Sabbath, which was Letha. I keep saying that we celebrate it owing to the weather. That's sort of simplifying it a little bit, and I keep wanting to correct it, so now I can. It is celebrated by the season more than the weather. So it just doesn't make sense to celebrate a spring Sabbath, which this, as you can tell with the flowers and all that, is very much a spring Sabbath. In, for example, autumn, so when Americans would celebrate it. Likewise, it doesn't make sense to celebrate the Wiccan version of Halloween, which is Samhain. It doesn't make sense to celebrate that in October, because October is still spring. So we celebrate that in winter, which is in May, so hence the confusion that some people have.
Whilst it is, turning more spring-like over here, and it's a different season over there, it wouldn't necessarily make sense to celebrate or start right now in America. Vice versa, it wouldn't make sense to celebrate Halloween in summer, for example.
That moment that you just realize what you tried to explain to everyone is actually explained in the actual video anyway. Okay.
So, there you go. So I have my beautiful little bunny here. I love this guy. He's so adorable. Do you want to say hello? Do little earsies up? Hello! He is the most adorable thing, and he actually smells like chocolate, which is really nice. So I have my bunny, and
so you can definitely go ahead and watch that if you want. I did do another one on Letha, and I plan on doing a video with you guys for every single Sabbath that comes up. So if you have any questions about the upcoming Sabbath, so I always do them on the day. If you have any questions about what's coming up next, always feel free to ask me and talk to me about it. I'm happy to talk to you guys about it. So we just, as I said, celebrated Letha, and Lammas is the next one that's coming up in February, so I'll be doing a video on February 2nd, I believe. I'll be doing a video on that then. But if you guys want me to do like a preparation video, say like a week in advance or something, saying in a week it's going to be Lammas and this is how you prepare, I can certainly do that. But for now, I'm showing you what it's about on the actual day. So there you go. And then, by the end of September, what had been evidently clear was that Marlin King had struck again.
That could change your life in the next 6 years. ATMs have gotten rid of banking fees, and Marlin King has struck again. This is comment below and let me know the news.
Before we go on, I have to say I love when that always works out, because there are a lot of times when the music doesn't work out with what I'm trying to do, but it did. And that was like, I think, the 7th take, because every other time it just did not work for me, but I got lucky that time. But anyway, let's keep going.
Yes, hello and welcome to comment below and let me know news. I am Francois T. It seems that Marlin King has struck again. The creator of the show Pretty Little Liars has done it again. This time, she's coming back with a show called The Perfectionists. The show is set to continue the journey of 2 of the characters from Pretty Little Liars, Janelle Parrish reprising her role as Mona Vanderwall, and Sasha Peterson reprising her role as Allison.
You notice my face there? As I'm saying as Allison. Listen, watch my face as I say Allison.
Peterson reprising her role as Allison.
There's a reason for that. I totally forgot her last name. Like Mona Vanderwell and Allison, whatever her name is. Of course, now I know it's De Laurentiis. And when I was watching it back, I was actually shouting at myself, "It's De Laurentiis, you idiot!" But yeah, as Allison. Something.
The public has responded to this with a lot of outcry, especially one hidden YouTuber who had this to say.
I sincerely hope that there's not an A involved in this or that.
Kelly Wilson. We all hope there's an A involved. It's so true.
Well, time will tell if there is an A involved. And we are privileged enough to be joined by someone who covered a lot of Pretty Little Liars, the show that, of course, has led into this spin-off. Comment below and let me know, creator and CEO, Mr. Francois T. Francois, thank you very much for your time. Hi, Francois. Thank you very much for having me. Of course, Francois. Very happy to have you. Now, understandably, this news of this spin-off of Pretty Little Liars with Marlon King has garnered a lot of attention, especially considering the way that people reacted with the finale. Now, we know that you were very upset with the finale of Pretty Little Liars, and you said that you would not be watching The Perfectionists. What's your thought revolving around this confirmation that it's actually going to happen? Oh, look, thank you, Francois, for that question. That's a very good question. Look, I am very frustrated with the fact that this show is going to go ahead. As you said, you know, I was very disappointed with the way that Pretty Little Liars ended. It was a terrible finale. I mean, who the F is Alex Drake? I'm sorry, like, that was just ridiculous. And yeah, as you know, like, I was very quick to say that I'm not going to follow The Perfectionists, and I think a lot of people said the same thing.
So that was a lot of fun creating that. Yeah, I hope you guys like that one as well. But yes, Marlon King has struck again. Ultimately, I am going to watch the first episode of The Perfectionist, and I'm sure that we'll blast about it in due course. So then, we eventually got around to October, late October I should say, and the discussion of Wicca had gone a couple of different ways, from me explaining Sabbats to you guys to even doing a general Wiccan video explaining certain misconceptions about Wicca. For example, that Wiccans worship the devil, when in fact, as far as Wicca is concerned, the devil doesn't even exist. We don't acknowledge him, and so on and so forth. What this eventually led to, which is really awesome, was our first Spiritual Moments Psychic Readings live chat. Now, this is something that I wouldn't mind bringing back one day, but it was just, I don't know, it was something that at the time I needed to eventually take a break from it, but at the time it was just quite a thrill to do. If you weren't around for this, I'll briefly explain it to you. So it was set up, you can sort of see a picture of me here in the dark, which is interesting because I turned off the light for that video. And I was giving readings to people. Anyone who wanted a reading would come on board, request a reading from me with you know, the question that they want answered, and I would do a reading for them, and that was a lot of fun. I'm not going to show any exact readings, but I wanted, because, you know, for privacy's sake, I'm not going to show any in this video. If you want to go back and watch them, you certainly can. But I just wanted to show a little bit of this video to remind ourselves that we had spiritual moments at one point.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you. No matter where you are watching from, I am Francois T, and it is great to be here. Welcome to the very first Spiritual Moments chat on Comment Below and Let Me Know. For the first time ever, comment below and let me know. We are going to be doing some psychic readings. Very, very excited about this. I'm also very excited to say that I have my wonderful Sydney correspondent, Sarah, joining me this evening. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening. Hello, everybody.
Yes, so love and blessings to all of you. Sarah will be helping me out this evening, and I very much appreciate it. If you would like to have a reading done this evening, then all you need to do is in the chat box leave your name, your date of birth, your star sign, and the request for what you would like out of the reading. So if you'd like a general reading, or if you have a question or something you'd like to ask, feel free to go ahead and do so. Now, the next thing I need to let all of you know is that I don't personally use tarot cards. I allow the spirits to come to me.
And you can go into the rest of that if you would so like. Spiritual Moments, Psychic Readings, live chats. They were quite fun. As you can see, we have quite a few here. We have at least 4 that I can see that have popped up. This one, this one, this one, and this one. So really, really, really awesome. They were a lot of fun, and everyone found it to be a really good experience. So yeah, definitely feel free to check that one out. And as I say, this takes us all the way up to October the 25th. To late November, as we fast forward roughly about a month later, and Thanksgiving was in the air, and I just knew I had to say something for Thanksgiving. Here is my video entitled Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey guys, what's up? Francois T here. I'm struggling a little bit today with my voice. I don't know why. I haven't strained it or anything, so that's a bit weird. But anyway, I thought I would come on here and do a very quick video, so please ignore the struggle of the voice.
I am ignoring the struggle, and I'm actually focusing on the t-shirt. I love this t-shirt. I never noticed it had that, well, get away from the subscribe thing, the little floral thing, as you can see there. That's really cool. I never noticed it had that. Anyway, keep going.
Because everyone in America, when they wake up, they're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to put out a video for Thanksgiving. Fortunately, I don't have any decorations up for Thanksgiving. That was my plan originally, but it fell through, so I apologize. I tried, it just didn't work out in the end. I am thankful for so many things this year, but I think one of the things that I am most grateful for, if not the thing I am most grateful for, is this channel. Comment below and let me know it has sincerely changed my life in ways that I simply could never have imagined. I remember doing my first PLL video on this channel, because I had done a few videos on this channel prior to that, but I remember doing the first PLL video, and even the moments leading up to that, and it wasn't something that I just, thought I'll do it and went ahead and made my first video. It was definitely something that I was thinking about for a long time. As a lot of you guys who connected with me on the channel thanks to PLL, I was just like you guys watching the show, and I was really into it, and I kept thinking, I should do a theory video one day, and I kept thinking of reasons why I probably shouldn't do one.
Well, I go on about that. You know what's really interesting? Because I know most of these videos, like, back to front, once I start hearing them, I can't help but look at the things in the background. And right now I'm looking at this thing, it's a candle, and I just literally, I'm sitting in the same spot I always do in this chair. I literally just swiveled around to see if that was there, and it still is. It's a candle. But I thought all this was a candle, this black thing, but that's not. That's just black markings. The little white thing down here is actually the candle. I think that's like burn marks or something. Anyway, yeah, I totally forgot I had this thing behind me. That's funny. I should so light that tonight. Anyway, so this was Happy Thanksgiving, and that took us to November 22nd, 2017. We fast forward now to the 7th of December, which is not too much later, probably a couple of weeks, maybe a fortnight later, with this video. It's coming back. This is the first ever promotional video that I've done on my channel. And I want everyone to know that this has not been forgotten. There are plans with this. And there is going to be another promotional video coming up. It's actually scheduled for either later on today or maybe the 1st of January or something. So there is another one of these promotional videos that is coming up very soon. But I don't know if you've seen this. If you haven't, certainly check this out. I enjoyed making this, so I hope you enjoy it too.
What is it? It's a secret, and you're not gonna believe what it is. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to answer that Facebook message first? No, I completely understand. No, I'll wait. Yeah. No, I'll wait. You answer that Facebook message.
Now I have to stop right here and actually put something, say something here. I had some people come back to me, obviously trying to guess what it was, and some people thought that this, what I'm doing right now, was actually a clue to what it was. It wasn't. This is actually a social commentary on what happens out in society where you try to talk to people and their phones keep interrupting them. It's completely irrelevant to what is coming up. It was just a social commentary on how people are very easily distracted by their phones when you're trying to tell them something very important. So I thought this is very important, so I'm just going to let people answer their messages and whatever else they have to do, and then I'll tell them what it is that I'm going to say. So it is irrelevant.
Tell me when you're done, okay? Alright. You just tell me when you're done, because, clearly it's more important. So, I'll wait. It's fine. Okay, you're back? Excellent. Because guess what? Oh, a text message. Oh, you've got to reply to your text. Oh, no, you know what? That's absolutely fine. You reply to your text message. It's okay. I can wait. Yes, I know. Text messages, they're so important. Go ahead, respond. I'll tell you in a minute.
It's no secret that aside from the fact that you can call people in an emergency situation, to me, phones have changed the world in a way that has made people so antisocial. I admit that I do like to be solitary a lot of the time, but when I'm out with people, I'm making the effort to be with people. The last thing I want is for someone to be staring at their phone the whole time. This is definitely a commentary on that.
Don't worry, I'm happy to wait for you.
Happy to wait for you.
Okay, you done? Facebook, you're signed out of Facebook, your phone switched off, you ready? Excellent. It's coming. It is. What's coming? Back. And believe me, you won't want to miss it. Stay tuned, comment below and let me know for more.
That was so much fun creating that. So it definitely is coming back, and no, it is not called It, but it, whatever it is coming back. It's coming back in the new year. That was my plan all along. It wasn't going to come back in 2017. And yeah, there will be another promotional video coming out very soon with a major clue in it. So we'll see if you can work it out. So there you go. That took us up to the 7th of December 2017. Now, though this video was done the very next day, I couldn't very well skip this video. As you can see, it is an F&S video, Real Housewives of Melbourne Season 4 Episode 1 live chat. It was so much fun doing this video, as I'm sure Sarah will concur. Here is a little bit of what we said in this video.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are listening to us from, and welcome to the very first F&S Real Housewives of Melbourne recap. So happy to be here and absolutely delighted to have my regular Sydney correspondent and huge Real Housewives of Melbourne fan alongside of me. Good evening, Sarah.
Good evening, you and everybody else listening.
Well, so obviously right now we are streaming live on YouTube. If you do happen to drop by and there's anything you would like to say, certainly leave some comments or questions in the chat box and we will certainly get to them. But very interesting first episode of The Real Housewives of Melbourne. We will get into specifics as we go along, but to start with, what was your overall feeling of the episode, Sarah?
Overall feeling. Okay, that's a hard one to answer. It was exciting because obviously I was excited for it to come back. I kind of wished that it kind of just got right into the deep end with everything and kind of just went bam, drama straight away, which it sort of didn't exactly, kind of, but not really. Yeah, other than that, I was pretty happy to have it back. So I guess that's my overall feeling.
So there you go. That was a lot of fun. If you want to check that out, it goes for about an hour and 16 minutes. Certainly feel free to do so. Well, for those who thought that the Pretty Little Liars reveal was disappointing, I would absolutely agree with you. For those who thought that Riverdale being disappointing was even more shocking than PLL being disappointing, I would agree with you with that also. Can you believe it? Two great mystery shows, both with absolutely dismal finales. This takes us up to the 14th of December 2017, and it is entitled Riverdale Mid-Season Finale, The Unfiltered Truth.
Okay. You guys told me that you want me to give you the unfiltered truth when I see something and to not hold back and tell you exactly how I feel, and so I am going to do that. I have so many different things to say right now that I hope I remember them all. The first thing I want to say is a mystery show is just getting more and more crap as time goes on. Like, seriously? How fucked up was that reveal? Okay, I'm sorry. The bloody janitor? I don't care. Like, oh my god, it could have been I'm going to see, and this is my point of, I know I may sound confusing, but I'm going to tie it all together, I promise. You know, like how I just said, mystery shows getting more and more crap. I feel like, you know, we've gone from Pretty Little Liars to this shit. Like, seriously? This was ridiculous. I have to give Riverdale one prop, and the prop I'm giving them is we knew the guy. Unlike Pretty Little Liars, where we did not know. I think I don't remember her name anymore. What the hell was freaking British bitch's name? I don't remember. Anyway, Alex, there we go. God, I've forgotten her name for such a long time.
And yet it's funny that I actually tried to force myself to remember it. But anyway, that's what I think. It's like, oh, I've finally forgotten her name. What was her name? Let me think. Anyway, who could forget Alex Drake? But there we go. You can certainly catch on that if you would like to. Francois T tells you exactly how he feels about the Riverdale mid-season finale. 14th of December that takes us up to. And so we made our way to Christmas. 'Twas the season to be jolly and joyous, as they say. And I started doing what I called the countdown to Christmas, with doing Christmas videos every single day in the lead up to Christmas. This is one of them, entitled 27 Christmas Questions. Now what's most intriguing about this, before I even start the video, is this necklace here. I think I only wore that necklace that day, or like that day and the following day, and that was it. But yeah, very different to what we're used to seeing. Anyway, this is one of my Christmas videos. There may be some music in the background. Certainly comment below and let me know what you think about me adding music into my videos. I'm honestly on the fence on whether this is a good thing or a bad thing to do, so certainly feel free to let me know. But this is 27 Christmas Questions, and this was done on the 17th of December 2017.
Hey guys, Francois T here, and we are counting down the days to Christmas. I am excited.
And this does not have music, but anyway.
About that. And I'm excited to be bringing you videos every day about Christmas, or something to do with Christmas, something along the lines of it, to celebrate this wonderful season, because there's just so many great things about being in the Christmas spirit and all of that, and whether you're religious or not, which I'm not really religious as far as when it comes to relating to Christmas. When I say Christmas spirit personally, I mean, you know, love for family, the gift of giving, all those sorts of jolly, beautiful feelings that you have around Christmas time. So let's get to today's video. I'm very, very, very excited about this. Today, I am answering for you guys 27 questions about me to do with Christmas. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I found this thing online, and I have to credit Lisa, or LisaBase, I think it is, lisabase.com. Thank you very much for coming up with these questions that I can answer for you. Just one second, I'm just going to have some coffee. There's nothing like coffee in the morning, and it's still morning for me. Okay, let's go through these questions, shall we? First question is, number 1, do you prefer wrapping paper or gift bags?
Well, to find out the answer to that question, certainly have a look at the video. 27 Christmas questions, and this takes us again to December 17, 2017. So, continuing on with my explanation and education on the Sabbats, the Wiccan Sabbats in Australia, on December the 21st, it was Letha. And so I did an explanation on Letha. As you can see, it's longer than my one for Astara. It was a lot of fun to do. Let's have just a quick look at this one. So this one has music. So tell me if you think the music is a good idea or a bad idea.
Francois T here, just woke up. You can see I've got my little flame going on here beside me. And that is because today we are taking a very quick momentary break from Christmas videos to present to you another holiday. So you may remember recently I did a Sabbath video, and that was a lot of fun. Today, I'm bringing you another one because today is another Sabbath, and I'm very, very excited about this one. Today is Letha, and Letha celebrates the sun god and other things.
That chant that you're hearing in the background is a chant that I came across many, many years ago. It's a really beautiful chant. It chants the names of some of the goddesses: Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Anite, something like that. Someone else, and Inanna. I don't remember all of them. But yeah, it's literally just chanting the names of some of the goddesses.
That, and it's definitely very relevant here in Australia. So let me just quickly say this in case we have any Wiccan aficionados coming to the channel watching this video and going, no, why would you decide that today? So there is the standard Northern Hemisphere Sabbath dates, and then there are Sabbath dates in the Southern Hemisphere. Now, some people in the Southern Hemisphere will still celebrate the Northern Hemisphere Sabbath, the Sabbaths on the Northern Hemisphere dates, but then there are some of us like me who will actually celebrate them in accordance to the weather, and therefore it has an opposite effect.
So you can see here that I have the candle in place. That's because, long story short, Letha has a lot to do with fire and the sun, and I don't like that keeps happening. Fire and the sun, so that's why that is there. If you want to learn all about the Sabbath of Letha, then definitely check out this video. This was a lot of fun to do, you guys, and I did a few things in this, that's why it's longer. So it's not just me just rambling. I actually have a few different things that I do and discuss, and I even do a little ritual towards the end of the video as well. So certainly feel free to check that out and let me know what you thought of that. But that takes us to December the 21st, 2017. So we have 2 more videos to go, and then once we've done them, that will be it, and we'll be all caught up. This is the one I wanted to do first. Comment below and let me know Christmas carols, otherwise entitled, as you might have noticed on the thumbnail, the one where Francois sings. Now, am I going to show you the part of me singing in this video? Heck no. Doing it once was more than enough. But I want to show you a little bit of this to, again, impress upon you putting music into a video and asking you guys what you actually think about it, because as I say, I am very much on the fence about this. I don't know if me putting music into my videos is improving videos, or if it's actually in fact making it worse, or it's too distracting to focus on what I'm trying to say. So certainly be honest. Feel free to sound off below and let me know what you think about me adding music into videos. If you miss me adding music, I can certainly try and incorporate it once again, but otherwise I'm happy to sort of leave it out for now. But anyway, here's just a little bit of music for you with comment below and let me know Christmas carols. Of course, when it decides to work, because that would almost be too much to ask, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Maybe we'll just refresh the page, see if that makes a difference. Oh, see, it's refreshing the page to there for some reason. I don't want that. I want to change that. It's not here.
Hello and Merry Christmas to you all, to my wonderful comment blowers and let me knowers, and if you joined from way back or if you're just looking today, hello to you also, and Merry Christmas. Now today is what I, Francois T, refer to as Christmas Eve's Eve. Yes, that's right. I was the one person back in the day that would say, guess what today is? Well, today is the day that today is the day that I can say tomorrow is the day that I can say tomorrow is my birthday. Yes, I was one of those people. So I called today, the 23rd of December, Christmas Eve's Eve. That's right, and that's where we are, Christmas Eve's Eve. And with it comes quite a few things, a lot of stress, but also some partying along the way, which is going to be fine. But also with it comes our last video in the countdown. That's right, a little bit of sad news up front. I want to let you guys know I'm actually going to be taking roughly about a week off.
Wrong.
Away from YouTube, so I just wanted to let you guys know that. I probably won't do some videos for, I'll say a week, but it could be less. Here's drumroll, please. It is knowing your carols. Because if you don't know your carols, you're sort of a little bit left out of, well, one of the most fantastic things about Christmas. You know me.
So certainly feel free to have a look at that one, and that one takes us to December the 23rd, 2017. We have one more to go. Let's get to it. So welcome back to reality, to today, to where we are now. This video, Naughty List Holiday Writing Tag, was published yesterday. Oh, no, it was published privately yesterday. It was made public today. And so this is the latest video that I have done, well, except for this one, obviously, which I'm going to be uploading very soon. So let's play a little bit of this one.
Hey guys, what's up? Francois T here. Today, I am very excited to be doing this video. This is thanks to a challenge that was set by one of my other YouTubers that I subscribe to. If you watched my video from yesterday, then you will be aware that someone I follow by the name of Jenna Moresi came up with this brilliant idea called the Naughty List. And basically it's a list of questions that is asked to you regarding a story or something that you've written. I'm going to be basing mine on my last series that I wrote. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So whether you've read any of my books or not, this is just something fun for you guys to get to know a little bit about the series through a couple of questions that are asked that relate to the characters. So there are a couple of rules. For example, if you have more than a certain amount of characters in your series, then you can only, if you have more than a certain amount, then you can only mention the character once, but if you have less, then you can mention them no more than twice. I have less, so I can mention them no more than twice. Yeah, but otherwise, let's get right into it and get to know this series that I wrote that you can certainly find on fanfic.net, known as the Fighting for No Reward series. Let's get right into it. State your book series and talk about it in no more than 5 sentences. The book series is known as the Fighting for No Reward series. The reason that it is known as that is because that's how the book starts off. It centers around a character whose name is Andy Thompson, and he has a goal to, by any means necessary, win the heart of his one true love, Jay Taylor. He travels interstate to go and find Jay in the first book, and unfortunately things just don't necessarily work out for him. But by the time we get into the second book, things seem to start going quite well. Unfortunately for Andy, he has left a trail of bad things in his wake in doing whatever he has to do to get Jay, and so therefore he has some enemies that he thinks are friends. And we spend a lot of the second book trying to find out an anonymous villain who's trying to do everything they can to destroy Andy's life.
So very, very interesting, and again, if you want to look at that one, then you certainly can, and that takes us up to, well, as you can see, I'm recording this on the 29th, I don't know if you can see that or not, but I am, and this is the 28th, so we are completely up to date now, yay! So this is me now. Hi guys! So I hope you really enjoyed that. This is something that I have been thinking about doing, well, pretty much since the start of this month. I wanted to just have a way to go back in time and look at some of the highlights of this channel for this year. And yes, I did go back a little bit further to like the first one we had, and then one that I did like 2 years ago as well. But it's nice to just go back through and look at how far we've come as a channel, as a community, as a group, and of course most importantly as a family. I want to give a big shout out and thank you to Sarah for everything that she has done. As we know, she helps me with F&S, but she also does many other things. Thank you for all of your help, Sarah. It definitely has not gone unnoticed. Comment below and let me know. It would not be the same without your help, so thank you very much. To Skylar for the fact that she did that video for me, stepping in when I very much needed it. Thank you so very much. And Jasmine as well for doing the video that you did. Jasmine's video was done on her YouTube channel, and I do not have permission to show that at the moment, and so that's why I'm not doing that, but you can certainly find that on her YouTube channel. To everyone who has followed, comment below and let me know whether it was 2 years ago,
1 year ago, 6 months ago, last month, or even last week. Thank you so much for your support. It really is truly appreciated. When I first started this channel, it was all about wanting to know your opinion, and because it was done in the name of social anthropology and research. And it has just really, it's been an amazing ride and an amazing experience getting to know each and every one of you and enjoying this experience and this ride with you guys. So I couldn't say thank you. Well, you know, really anything that I say right now just wouldn't justify how grateful I am. So thank you so very much to all of you for all of your support. I hope you're having a wonderful New Year's Eve, if tonight is in fact New Year's Eve. I don't know when I'm publishing this, but I'm going to try and do it on New Year's Eve for you guys. So if it is New Year's Eve, happy New Year's Eve to all of you, and a very happy 2018 for everyone. I hope you're doing something special at midnight, whether you're going out, staying home with family, or even whether you are on your own, or if you're sleeping through the new year, that's totally fine too. Everyone does New Year's in their own way, and that's absolutely fine. One of the things I love about comment below and let me know, and that will definitely go through to 2018 and beyond, is the fact that everyone has their own way of doing things, their own opinions, and just they are who they are. You may agree, you may disagree, but here at comment below and let me know. We respect each other, and we respect each other's right to do things our own way. So however you do New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, a very happy New Year's Eve to all of you, and a very, very happy, joyous, and lots of blessings to you for 2018. But until I see you again in the new year, I am Francois T. Make love and not war, and give someone you love a hug today. Mwah. Bye guys!